your goals alone aren't enough because it becomes a problem of outcome obsession. So you have to, in a sense, pivot. Goals create pressure without direction. And you have enough going on and enough that you're trying to figure out, enough that you're trying to maintain in your life that you don't need that unnecessary just weight on your shoulders. You hear me? So like you have to, instead of creating goals, you have to create systems. And systems create consistency and not just motivation. Because we know what motivation does. Like motivation comes and it goes, and sometimes it wears off. A lot of times it wears off. And that's why a lot of times we talk about discipline over motivation. That's a video for another time. But when you create those systems of consistency and not just motivation, like you set yourself up to win. You set yourself up to have a better journey and a better outcome in a sense. You hear me? Like habits and structures outperform hype. And a lot of times when we just focusing on the goals and we focusing on motivation, or we operating from a place of just motivation, like it's literally just hype. You feel good in the moment. You feel good at that time. But when that fades away, there's nothing to keep you going. So that's why you have to create habits and structure that are outperform the hype, that can carry you for the long term and not just for that short while. In that short term, you have to build a rhythm that sustains you throughout the doubt, throughout the I don't feel like it today, and you having a bad day and things like that. You have to have something that carries you, not something that just pushes you. You hear me? So like you have to keep that in mind as you are navigating, trying to accomplish the things that you set out. You have to have certain systems, structures, and good habits, quality habits in place. Discipline over dopamine. A lot of times we get that high, and for some of us, it can be late at night for whatever reason. You just feel extremely motivated, and you got all of these bright ideas. It's midnight, and the ideas are floating, the creativity is floating, and then you get up the next morning, and it's like womp womp womp. It's like all of that's just gone. Instead, when you up late at night like that, put that stuff in your phone as things to accomplish over the next, day, week, month, or whatever like that. You hear me? Like the power of the process, and there is power in the process of having discipline over dopamine. You hear me? Those systems that you have to create will help you show up even when you don't feel like it. Again, when you don't feel good, when you being lazy, let's just call it what it is. Like when you in your head too much and you talking negative, about yourself and about your situation. When things in the world and things in your around you are like literally falling apart, you need something. You need a system that's gonna keep you going, because life is gonna life, and things are gonna happen that are out of your control and out of my control, and you have to be able to continue the journey. You have to be able to continue, moving towards the things that you set out for yourself. Because unfortunately, there are going to be things that are going to distract you, that are going to, put you in a bad place. Now, it's going to be up to you whether what you do and how you handle those things, and how you move around those things. It's not going to always look good. It's not going to always feel good, but you have to keep going. You hear me? Like you have to basically have those daily alignments and not just focus on the distance achievements. Because again, when we focus on how far we got to go, we tend to miss and forget how far we've come and the progress that is being made. Systems are scalable, goals are fragile. And that's something that's hard to grip with, because I'm somebody who, for a long time, it's like, oh, go accomplish your goals, go accomplish your goals. And I will push that. And even in some of my videos, you will see that. But systems adapt when life shifts. So this goes back to what we were just talking about, that like when life happens, you can adapt your system to adjust to the place that you are. Suppose you had a solid system and you were in one city, but something happened to where you had to move, whether it was for personal reasons, work reasons, whatever it may be. Those systems, you're able to carry those systems and adjust them accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like, systems are flexible, and that's what's gonna feel that longevity. You know what I mean? Other than just like having that fragile goal. So you got to keep that in mind. Also remember that like how you speak to yourself matters. The messaging matters. Like, you have to speak to you in a positive way. Speak to your process, and not just the prize at the finish line, at the goal line. You hear me? Like, you have to inspire yourself within this journey. And for a lot of us, we look for that outside validation. We look for the motivational videos and the influencers to kind of give you that push or that oomph that you need, or you think you need. You hear me? And a lot of times, what you're looking for can't be found in anybody else's voice and anybody else's message. It can only be found within. It can only be found within your voice and the message that you speak to you, and the power that you speak over yourself. You have to build trust within yourself through transparency, and that oftentimes, again, doesn't look good and doesn't feel good, but it'll help you along the way. It'll help you, again, sustain and carry you on your journey. You hear me? So like, the systems that you build your identity and not just results. Your daily actions shape who you become. The way you speak to yourself shapes who you become. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. You hear me? How you carry yourself, how you decide to show up in the world, how you decide to show up every day for yourself, it literally is a big deal. And it shapes who you trying to become as a person, as a human being, as a father, as a wife, as a business owner, as a friend. You heard me? Like, you have to move from I want to be to I am. And something I've been doing over the past few days is I've been telling myself that, I'm not moving in desperation. Like, I attract everything. You hear me? So like, change your way of thinking. Don't look at it as like, I have to do X, Y, and Z. Instead, I get to do X, Y, and Z. Like, oh, I have to go to the gym today. I have to work out. Instead, say, I get to work out today, because again, those daily actions are going to shape your habits and your systems of who you becoming long term. Like, finish this year with systems that serve you. Don't just go along with the get along just to get along. Do what serves you. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you have to reset your structure for this final stretch of 2025, because maybe before they were just goals and maybe you didn't have systems in place, and that's okay. Now is the perfect time to plug in those systems, even with just 4 months left in the year, because these 4 months can literally set the tone for how you move forward going into the upcoming year 2026. You hear me? Like, end your year with integrity and not burnout. You owe that to yourself. You owe it to yourself to put systems in place that are going to carry you long term, and not just for like a few months or a few days. I feel like if you just don't focus so much on the goal, Instead, you focus on the system and you follow the system through. You're going to eventually achieve more than what you even set out to accomplish. You hear me? So keep that in mind, man. And I appreciate you for tuning in to another episode of a Quick Little Word podcast. It's your boy, Chris Wright. Be sure to check the description for all of the links to everything, my book, A Quick Little Word, daily devotional. Pick that up. It's linked below. Be sure to check out Facients.com for the merch and the clothing. The clothing brand get you something nice. And also be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I truly appreciate you for being here and checking this video out, man. And until next time, peace, love, and happiness.